Case Study 0016, Sinister Squad, with artist Dustin Mertz. When a supernatural cult threatens Earth, Alice must assemble a team of fairy tale villains to face the literal forces of death. Oh, God. So, Dustin.
Yes, Tressa.
How are you doing?
I'm doing good. I know that you have a lot to say about this movie.
I do.
I have a lot to say about this movie too.
That's good. I might have to have you do a lot of the heavy lifting on this one because I was so tired and not in the mood for this bullshit when I watched it. So
I mean, is anybody ever in the mood for this bullshit?
See, a lot of my notes are jokes usually. And this time it's just like, this is what happened. This is what happened. Just follow the timeline. Just get through it. You can do this.
Because the timeline's fucking insane.
It is fucking insane.
Like, it just doesn't let up.
No.
And it's not like it's a fucking action-packed thrill ride.
And it all takes place in like one warehouse.
One warehouse.
That's it.
On the roof of the warehouse.
That actually, the parking lot of the warehouse.
Yeah. The facade of the building looks like a doctor's office in LA from the 70s.
Oh, see, I would have appreciated that. But
Yeah.
I don't even remember that.
I don't think I even noticed it until my sixth watching.
Okay, so personally for me, this was the movie that gave birth to this podcast.
Is it really?
Barron forced me to watch this movie, say 5 years ago. And I was like, why are you making me watch this? Throughout the whole thing, I was like, this is horrible. Why are we watching this? And he's like, no, it's really funny. Just enjoy it. And I was like, oh, God damn it.
So what humor did Barron find in this movie?
Just that it was not funny, not even like bad funny. He's like taking it to a whole other, like the part where it gets so not funny that it's funny again, but then you realize it's also not funny because it's so not funny, and then it gets funny because it's not funny.
Okay.
You know how that works.
Sure. I think there's exactly one funny line in it, and well, we'll get to it at some point.
All right, let's just dig in.
All right.
Good Lord. I just watched this again. I've seen this movie a total. How many times have you watched?
Somewhere is about 7, and that's just in the last 2 months since we first started talking about it.
My God, Dustin.
I know. I'm a glutton for fucking punishment.
What does that say about you as a person?
That I take my job seriously.
All right, I was going to go in a different direction, but
I'm curious as to what your direction would be, because it might give me some deep insight into myself as a human being.
I don't know. It's just, it seems like you enjoy pain. That's all I'm saying.
I mean, how many times did I watch it straight? Exactly once.
Okay,
and that was today. How many times did I make it to the end? Maybe 3 times.
Okay, that's a big difference.
Yeah, and one time it was showing on the Asylum channel on Pluto.
Love it.
And I happened to tune in. So it was by happenstance.
But also, when you watch it that way, you get commercials, which means you get a nice little break to
do?
like absorb.
Yes, because this thing is fucking monotonous.
Yeah. I've seen this movie maybe 3 times now. First time, Barron made me watch it. Second time, I was like, we need to make this a podcast, Barron. And we started like watching it and writing down notes. And then halfway through, we were both just like, fuck this movie, and like walked away.
So even Barron turned on it at some point.
Oh, absolutely. Third time was like yesterday.
Yeah.
And last time, worst viewing, hands down.
It only gets worse.
Tough. It was tough to get through.
Actually, the first time I watched it, I was so stoned that I couldn't make heads or tails of the whole fucking thing. I don't think I took any notes on the first viewing.
Just absorbing it.
I mean, I couldn't absorb it. I was like Teflon to the movie. Like,
that's fair. That's totally fair. So it starts off with Goldilocks and Pigtails walking down an alley or parking lot or something.
Yeah, because who needs Harley Quinn, right? When you have Goldilocks.
No, she was not the Harley Quinn.
You don't think she was the Harley Quinn?
Oh my God, no. Oh my God, are you kidding me? No. You shut your mouth right now. And then she's talking to Piper, who I immediately gathered was the Pied Piper. Wink. And
he fucking sucks.
He was the fucking worst. He was like if Jeremy Renner really fucking sucked. He was awful.
Yeah. Let's bang through this opening sequence though, and we can ruminate on how much characters suck. Right. And dude, let's get to a point where they actually suck.
Right.
Right now he's just standing in front of a building.
They're talking about stuff. I don't care. And then somebody is reading a paper, and on the paper he's reading that's covering his face, it says, "Is magic real?" Question mark as the headline. And then he pulls it down and it's Rumpelstiltskin.
Yeah, but not the same Rumpelstiltskin from Avengers Grimm.
No.
Nor Time Wars.
No. And I just looked this up as we were like trying to record this. Avengers Grimm was, I believe, a year before this movie.
Yeah, something like that.
Have you seen Avengers Grimm?
I did. I didn't see Time Wars. I saw like the first 5 minutes or so.
Yeah, I don't.
Yeah.
The first one, without getting too into it, it's pretty much a very similar parallel story with Avengers Grimm, Sinister Squad.
Kind of, yeah.
Well, with the mirror and everything.
With the mirror.
All right, anyway. And then we've discovered Rumpelstiltskin.
Yeah.
And that's when we also get the joy of wacky sound effects.
Oh my God. That guy cannot make a fucking move with his face without a boing.
I hated it so
much.
Oh
my God, it was the worst.
It was worse than like a Disney sitcom because they even know better.
Yeah, for real. Also very clearly supposed to be Jared Leto's Joker.
Absolutely. 100%.
Now, let me ask you this, because I did have this in my notes here. Do you think he was hired with those teeth?
No, because if you looked at them, they were like brown on the front and then they were like white on the back. Like he actually had nice teeth, but he had makeup on.
Okay.
Yeah. No, I noticed that too. I was like,
because
gross.
I've seen some of the actors in asylum movies. There's a black gentleman that shows up every once in a while. I saw him once as a professor, but he's missing like all of his teeth.
What?
Yeah. He was a captain in another movie that I saw.
What?
Yeah.
I'm unfamiliar with this captain.
Yeah. I mean, they don't have a lot of discretion in some of the actors that they use.
A lot of times it's just like, hey, I'm shooting this thing in a couple days. Can you like come by?
Like a student film.
Yeah, exactly. Oh, and even in my notes, Rumpelstiltskin equals Joker? Question mark. Yeah, Adoy.
I had something. Oh, I have Rumpy, Pete Davidson, Joker.
Who's Pete Davidson? Oh my God. Yep. 100%. Okay, so...
And I'm getting ahead of ourselves here by referring to him as Rumpy.
In my notes, he's just Rump. Because fuck that guy.
That's about right.
Yeah. We also learned that he is addicted to, I don't know, snorting a mirror. Yeah. I don't, like, what the fuck? Like, he's so jacked up and, like, he needs a fix of this magic mirror. Which they don't explain the magic. Well, they kind of do, but like a majority of this movie is like, you probably didn't know what's going on, but that's fine. Just like enjoy. And I was like, I can't because I don't like it. I can't enjoy it. And I don't know what's going on.
Something so grating about this movie. Like,
right?
It's like a cheese grater on my fucking nerves for
And
an
my
hour and a
fucking
half.
nipples.
I swear, in 2 separate viewings, halfway through, I was like, this has to be over soon. And I checked the time on the movie, and it was the 45-minute mark.
Oh
both
my God, me
times.
too. Every time. It's got to be over soon.
Yeah.
Oh, we're only halfway through.
It's
Okay.
the shortest long movie I've ever seen in my life. Okay, yeah. So the mirror. So he snorts crushed up mirror.
I mean,
That gives him magic,
yeah,
I guess?
it's very not talked about.
No.
It's just he's magic or I don't know. And then like at this point, he meets up with Piper, who's going to give him his fix of the magic mirror.
Yeah.
And he doesn't.
No.
And he's like, he has powers to make him freeze or something. I don't.
Yeah. Yeah. He
But
can't move. He's
that's
surrounded by purple shit, kind
the
of.
only time it ever happens in the entire movie. Am I wrong there?
Well, yes.
I am wrong.
No, you are correct. I think that is because they keep referring, or even Piper says in that scene, he's like, your magic is gone or something. Like,
but he's still frozen.
But he's still frozen.
Yeah. And yes, he totally said that.
Yeah.
And then he can't move.
But he can't fucking move. So
obviously-
clearly his powers aren't gone.
Thank you. And then there's this awkward scene of him trying to get unfrozen. It's like,
Yeah.
we know you're an actor. Just move.
Also, they focus in on his boots at one point.
Yeah.
And he has like a random wet spot on the top of one of them.
It's a little bit of pee.
Oh, wait. So doesn't Rumpelstiltskin run away, but then he's cornered by Death? Or one of Death's guys?
One of his minions.
Yeah. The only minion, actually.
Yeah, because it keeps taking Death's face is what it
Yes.
is. Or something.
Something. No, because when they're all laid out and dead, they still have that fucking face.
No, they would not have that sort of budget to do that. No. They all are different people, but their faces are covered. So when Death goes into their bodies and zombifies them or whatever, it's him. You're seeing, it's like a quantum leap thing.
Okay.
It's a Scott Bakula situation where you see Death's face on the dead guy.
I wish I could Scott Bakula the hour and a half of my life that I wasted watching this movie.
You and me both, buddy. Hour and a half. You watched it like 7 times.
Yeah, times 7. Oof.
All right, so we are introduced to Alice and Tweedledum and Tweedledee.
Oh yeah, the Tweedles.
I didn't care for any of that. You know, it wasn't horrible. I just did not care for it. And then now they're like collecting bad guys because it's not the Suicide Squad.
Right.
It's 100% not at all based off the Suicide Squad.
Now, I think that I probably wrote this 15 minutes into this, but I said, this is like the boring prequel to Suicide Squad where nothing happens and they pick the team for 3 hours.
Yep. Only it lasts for days. Or at least it feels like it.
Yeah. I think that the whole movie takes place in the frame of
like
24 hours.
Yeah, it's very short. So they get the big bad wolf. He is covered in blood because he was eating animals out of the zoo, or who cares, whatever. And this is when I was like, you know what? The special effects makeup artist did a great job.
Here's a bit of trivia because I know you asked for some.
Yes, I did.
This is like the only thing I could drudge up that would count as trivia.
Do tell.
But the actress that plays Goldie is also the costume designer.
Fuck her. Oh my God. No, what I was about to say, if you let me finish a fucking sentence. Sorry, I'm just kidding. Special effects makeup artist, fucking great job. For what it is, fucking great. The regular makeup artist, fuck her. Fuck whoever did that. Everyone looked like shit if they weren't like a monster. They were like, you either need like a weird filter on the camera or you need better makeup because you all look fucking disgusting.
Well, let's talk about the fact that this is totally on brand with what you're saying here. For instance, Piper has a purple streak in his hair for some reason. Why?
Because it's edgy like the
I think
Suicide
that's exactly
Squad.
what I put in here was, were they trying to make him more edgy?
Absolutely. Are you kidding me? Of course. Gross.
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
we also are introduced to Bluebeard. I have no idea who the fuck Bluebeard is.
So I looked him up.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah, I thought Bluebeard was a pirate. I
Yeah.
just assumed, right?
Sounds like it.
Which was really confusing to me because I was like, is he Cajun? Like,
Right.
he has this accent that's neither here nor there.
Yeah, it's just an accent.
It's actually from a French folktale, and
What?
he is surprisingly accurate to the tale.
What?
Yeah, apparently Bluebeard was really a knife pervert that killed his wives.
Holy shit. I
In
had no
folklore.
idea. Oh,
Yeah.
And they're putting him in this movie like everyone knows who the fuck he is.
Yeah.
Nobody's fucking heard of Bluebeard. We're not
No.
French. Do I look like a fucking frog? Okay, so he's
A knife pervert.
he's a knife pervert and a knife pervert. And Goldie goes to like claim him or whatever, and she poisons him somehow.
She's supposed to be an escort. She's posing as an escort.
Oh, I didn't catch that.
Yeah, there's like a bit of dialogue in there where
Yeah, I wasn't listening.
yeah, that's why when she walks in, he goes, I was expecting a brunette.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And she says, like, blondes have more fun.
Yeah, I wrote that down because fuck that line. I hate it
Yeah.
so much.
It's lame as fuck.
Yeah, just gross all over from Bluebeard. I just
Yeah.
so gross that I just gross.
Yeah.
Like-
major rapey vibes through
Yes,
the whole movie from that guy.
Absolutely. I was waiting, like, should I be putting a trigger warning on this somewhere? Because he's
Yeah.
going to be talking about or trying to rape someone at some point, and it's gross and I don't like it.
Yeah.
So we get to the big bad wolf. He's a werewolf. He's not really a wolf, like in the...
He's kind of like Wolverine.
Yes. He doesn't want to be a werewolf.
No.
I mean, what werewolf does?
He's self-loathing.
Yeah, who isn't? I think at one point, Piper was like, "Oh, you gotta take care of Big Bad Wolf. Well, how are you gonna do that?" And she's like, "I've lived with worse."
Oh, yeah.
Was that like the bears?
That's what I thought.
Because like you didn't live with them, you just like
You
went
broke into their house.
Yes, that was just
and
like
ate their shit.
burglary. That
Yeah.
was not living with them. And I think that she's just confused on what words mean.
Yeah, I mean, Goldilocks is kind of the fairy tale apex of white privilege.
Absolutely. Thank you. Oh my God.
She breaks into the bear's house, eats their fucking food, takes a nap in their bed, and then she's like, "This one's not quite right." Like,
I'm gonna eat all
she's
this
like the
other one.
original
It's
Karen.
perfect. She totally is. You called it right here. Hot take. Okay, then we meet this witch who I assume is just like an amalgamation of all these different fairy tale witches because they call her something. Well,
Carabosse.
Carabosse. What is that?
So I looked that up as well.
Do tell.
That's actually the original name of Maleficent.
Oh.
Yeah.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah.
I had a love-hate thing with her. Like, I loved that she was kind of gross and into it. And I looked up her IMDb because I was like, what's her deal? And she's all like NCIS extras and like
Right.
whatever. And I was like, oh, that's
I did the
awesome.
same thing because I was kind of obsessed with her, I'll be honest.
She was kind of great.
I kind of think that she was the best character in the whole thing.
mhm. Yeah,
she
yeah.
went for it in
She-
every fucking scene.
100% went for it. She was dedicated and she fucking did that.
Yeah, and she was thirsty.
so thirsty.
Thirsty for death.
Oh, who isn't?
Even though he looks like a thumb.
Okay, but we'll get there.
Yeah, okay.
They go into the weapons room in Alice's bunker or warehouse or whatever it is. By the way, this is all like Alice has this warehouse that's like also a fairy tale jail and also an armory and also headquarters for fairy tale heroes?
Well,
Question mark.
So in Avengers Grimm,
Yeah.
the time fuck or whatever, Her company is called Looking Glass, and it's called Looking Glass in this too, but you wouldn't fucking know it unless you listened for it.
Yeah, and I did not.
Yeah.
No. And it was not the same actress that played her in Time Wars or whatever.
It is actually.
No, is it?
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
her and Mad Hatter both show up.
The worst.
Oh, we'll get to him.
The fucking worst. I totally thought that was somebody else in the Avengers movie, but I only watched gifs of it, so I don't know.
Okay.
So they've captured the witch, and she's like in their prison cell or whatever, and she is so awesome. She looks like she's on her way to Neo or something. Her torn fishnets are like not like regular fishnets, but like cool, really big goth fishnets.
Yeah, and they're torn to fuck.
Yep,
and like, you see her panties a lot.
A fucking lot. They wanted to make sure everyone got a shot of that.
I thought that her whole thing reminded me of like a Japanese wrestling gimmick.
Oh, I could see that.
And I really want to see her like wrestle a death match.
Fuck,
like I'm very obsessed with her being in a death match.
I mean, if nothing
like
else,
barbed wire and explosions.
I could totally see her as just like a glow character as well.
Pretty much.
Like it, just as long as it's campy and fun.
There is a wrestler that she kind of reminded me of who's had like a dead bride gimmick.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
I thought you were going to say she carried around a dead bride, and I'd be all about that.
No, but she came to the ring in a veil, and her face was all like painted up like fucking crazy.
Nice.
Yeah.
That's
very
beautiful.
much reminded me of Karabos, who for the first 3 or 4 viewings, I thought her name was Cannabis.
That's on you.
Yeah.
That was on your situation. All right, so she's in her jail cell, and then she goes and she stabs Tweedledee, I believe, but with her fucking hand.
And it looks like she goes for the dick. I could be wrong, but
it totally did. Because I was like, what is she reaching? That's not the heart. That's way too low
not
for
the
the heart.
stomach either.
No.
It was like below the belt.
Yeah, she was going for it.
Yeah.
She got it.
And he fucking died.
Yeah, he fucking died. I mean, you get stabbed with a hand. I mean, that's fucking brutal.
It is brutal.
That's some like Temple of Doom shit.
Oh, seriously.
So good. All right. And I decided at this point she like got death to reincarnate. What's the word I'm looking for? Not reincarnate, but like she like does some spell because she's a witch, and she brings death into like one of his dead minions' bodies.
Yes.
And he was just like, you're the fucking worst. This is stupid. I hate all this. And that's when I decided that Death is my favorite character of this movie, because he didn't want to be there either. And I love it.
Yeah, I wasn't sure how I felt about Death, to be honest, but you nailed it on the head there. He definitely did not want to be there.
No, he wanted to leave, and it was great.
It was the weirdest portrayal of Death I've ever seen.
Absolutely.
Because he's just kind of a fucking Goomba.
Yeah, absolutely. He was just like kind of a douche.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He'd like talk in baby voices to like mock people and like accents for no reason occasionally.
Yep.
Yeah, his whole vibe was like,
yep, that's his vibe. See, here's where we get into like, I don't fucking care territory.
This is when we get there?
I mean, I was willing
for the first time, maybe.
Yeah. And I had no idea. This is one of the many times I was like, I don't know what's going on. They're having a conversation like the witch and Death, and I'm like, why? What is the end game here? I don't know what's happening.
Right.
And I guess he wanted his scythe back. Who fucking gives a shit? You're Death. Get a fucking different weapon. I don't fucking care. And then the witch just wanted to fuck him. I don't know.
Oh my God, she wanted to fuck him in every goddamn scene.
Oh my God, so hot for Death. Who isn't? Not the guy, Death. And then, okay, so we get back to, we're in jail cells again with Bluebeard and Wolf and whatever, and what's going on? Bluebeard almost kills Goldie, and then Wolf saves her, and what?
Well, first Tweedledum finds, like, the witch escapes after she kills Tweedledee, right?
Probably, yeah.
And then Tweedledum finds him, and this is an example of Piper being a fucking dick.
Yes,
is when he passes by Tweedledum at that one point, and he goes, "Which one are you, D?" He's like, "I'm afraid I'm dumb." He's like,
"I bet you are."
Yeah.
And he's like, he's such a dick about it. And then like 2 seconds later, you hear Tweedledum screaming because he found his dead brother.
Yeah.
And it's just like, I hate this.
Yeah.
And you know what? I've really tried to stop saying I hate these movies because I usually don't.
Right.
But this movie, there's always a little bit of joy that I find in all of these movies, but this movie pissed me off.
I understand.
It seemed, just looking outside in, you see like all these wacky characters. You're like, this is going to be fun and stupid. I'm going to have a lot. Nope.
Yeah.
Nope. You're not going to know what's going on. You won't care.
Most of the main characters have zero personality.
Yep.
So this is where I did write down one bit of dialogue, because it just, Tweedledum is one of them that they tried to do a little bit extra with the dialogue.
Yeah.
So Goldie is comforting Tweedledum after the death of his brother, and Tweedledum goes, "Never hurt no one no how."
Shut up. Shut up. No one has ever talked like that
ever. No. It's like they really tried to write him dumb.
Oh, yeah. And lovable. And guess what? Nope.
Oh, by the way, both of the Tweedles were played by the same actor.
Oh, I saw that too.
Yeah. So I think they only appear on screen once.
Together, yeah. It was like a split shot of them. Beautiful.
Yeah.
Because how are they going to find twins? Do they even exist? I think they're fake.
Just like birds.
Exactly. So Alice is trying to bargain with Rumpelstiltskin while he's in whatever, but he's all strapped up so he doesn't use his magic that he doesn't have, so he can't talk.
Right.
And she's trying to she's like, here's the deal. We got to do this. And all this stuff she's saying, I still did not pay attention. I was just like, okay, stuff is happening. Fine. And she's like, if you understand me, blink 2 times. But also, he blinked 3 times. So
yeah. I think the blinking was off through this entire movie, actually, because that's a reoccurring theme, is the blink twice. And none of them, it's like, didn't Elaine on Seinfeld have trouble winking or something? I might be making that up, but
you might be thinking of me because I can't wink. And I try. I do try, but it's no good.
But like, these people have problems blinking, which is troubling. Do they all have nerve damage in their face?
The cameraman was like, we didn't see that. You're gonna have to go extra on this one. A blink blink, a blink blink. And then we find out, oh no, we are now introduced to the Queen of Hearts.
Ah, yes.
Which was not named Queen of Hearts. I don't remember what they called her.
Gelda.
What?
Which has nothing to do with anything. Okay, I Googled it.
Thank you, because I didn't look it up and it seemed weird.
Yeah.
And my hypothesis is that she was the Harley Quinn because she was the one that was all over Rumpelstiltskin and oh, I'm crazy and weird, just like Harley Quinn.
I think that they tried to split the Harley Quinn character between her and Goldie, because Goldie had the guns and
and the pigtails
and the, I guess you could call it badassery, but she looked uncomfortable in her whole body all the time.
Yeah, absolutely.
Whereas the Queen of Hearts kind of fucking owned it.
Oh, she was great.
She was pretty great. I did write some stuff about her that was very conflicting, and I don't like. At first, I was really concerned that she was perpetuating like a stereotype of some sort. I think actually my first note on her was that she was bae. And then my next one was, no, she's not. But then I went back to her being bae eventually.
Yeah, no, for sure. Like, as far as characters in this movie are concerned.
Yeah.
It's her and Death.
Yeah, kind of.
Neck and neck for me.
Yeah.
For me. I have so many notes that are just like, oh my God, the sound effects. Stop. And there's this one scene with the Queen of Hearts and Rumpelstiltskin, and I was like, oh, she's like Kelly in The Office, and Rumpelstiltskin is like Ryan in The Office. He like kind of doesn't like her, and she is obsessed with him.
Yeah,
and they
pretty
kind of
much
have the same dialogue that they would have too.
Well, he's all like, Gelda, baby. And she's like, Rumpy.
Yeah, I'm talking about after that.
Okay, yeah, but
and then it was just like, ugh, you like me? Ugh.
I found the name Rumpy to be nauseating as fuck.
Absolutely disgusting.
And it's written all over my notes, and I hate myself because now it is actually in my autocorrect.
Forever and ever and
it's
ever.
Never gonna leave. So I'm gonna have to think about this movie anytime I type in rump.
Yeah, you do that a lot.
Yeah, it's one of my favorite words. It's right next to Tookus.
Yep, you love them both.
Yeah.
And you do a lot of rapping, so it comes up a lot.
I have been known to be a rapster.
Gigolo and Jiggle-Ho.
Oh, believe me, I have not forgotten. Background for listeners. Tressa and I were once writing partners on a hip opera that never materialized called Gigolo and Jiggle-Ho, Booty Base Attorneys.
We're so smart.
Yeah.
All right. So we find out that the queen can manipulate men by just talking to him. Not Rumpelstiltskin, but every other man.
Every other man.
Except for the good guys, I guess, because she never does that to the good guys, does she?
I guess she doesn't have reason to.
Yeah.
She's just kind of on their side, I guess.
Yeah.
But we should back up for a second and mention that Rumpelstiltskin has an explosive wristband on, which is like the only true nod to the Suicide Squad in this.
Oh, it's not the only one, but go ahead.
Well, I mean, I just watched that original Suicide Squad this morning.
Never seen it.
It's garbage.
What?
But,
which one would you rather watch?
Well, Suicide Squad a million times over.
I don't believe you.
That said, I've seen Suicide Squad once.
Exactly. I think my case has been proven, Your Honor.
Yeah. You win this one, Jiggle-Ho.
Somebody at some point says death and decay spreading like a cancer. Yeah, that's what it does.
Who said that?
I don't know. I don't fucking care.
FDR.
Yeah. Yep. Oh, there's one fight scene. Some like death minions come in. It made me laugh so hard. Where Big Bad Wolf like is fighting these guys, and he pulls off a minion's arm and starts beating him.
Yes, yes.
So good.
It's super casual too. Like there's no effort in tearing that arm off.
No, it was like a mannequin arm that was already unattached.
It comes off like it was attached with silly putty. And he effortlessly rips it off and then just swings it at the next guy. It's the best action part in the whole movie,
Absolutely.
In my opinion.
I mean, probably, no, I can't even say the best one in a few movies, but it is a freaking great shot of just like, he's beating that guy with an arm.
It's so smooth that it's like blink and you miss it.
Yep. Absolutely.
I mean, he should have like beat up a couple of guys with the arm.
Yeah, he should,
really sell that.
He should have had like a holster for that arm and just kept it and kept beating people with it.
Yeah, he should have carried it for the rest of the movie.
I would have fucking rented this movie for that.
Fuck yeah.
That alone. But they didn't. So
they could only afford that one fake arm and they had to return it.
And then in this same fight scene, Goldilocks is like walking down a hallway, two guns blazing, and like two minions are shooting at her with automatic weapons. They're like maybe 10 feet apart. She is not shot at all, but she kills both of those minions.
Yes.
They have automatic weapons, and they are shooting nonstop in her direction. Something should have hit her.
Something should have hit her, and I did write a note on this that she pulled out her 2 guns, and she looked like Mary Catherine Gallagher when she did it. Like she was doing like the hard armpit tuck before she pulled them out. And I was like, what the fuck is that pose? And then she pulls out 2 guns, and I'm like, oh, okay. Why'd she make that look so fucking awkward? But that's her in like every scene. Like,
yes, she looked so uncomfortable as that character.
Yeah.
It was, I don't know how to explain it except for uncomfortable. It did not fit for her at all.
I'm willing to bet that she looks uncomfortable as any character.
That's
because
fair.
she's not a good actress.
What? How dare you? There's this shot where minions are trying to shoot or kill or attack the queen, and Rumpelstiltskin like goes and like dives for a gun, and it's like in slow motion, but at the same time it's like a full 30 seconds of everyone just standing still doing absolutely nothing, so Rumpelstiltskin can grab this gun and slowly point it at this. Like, so much should have happened if this were an actual scene like that.
Oh my god, I know. Yeah, so the Queen of Hearts like takes care of 2 minions, and then there's the one sneaking up behind her, right? And
yeah, that's what it was.
And he shoots that one over her shoulder,
right?
And that's when she realizes. That's when the Queen of Hearts realizes that Rumpy truly loves her.
Does he, though?
Well, I mean, in the end, I guess, but we'll get there.
I mean, but does he, though? Anyway, so now Goldie is... I wrote, so now Goldie is the Black Widow to the Wolf's Hulk? Because she's like, it's okay, Wolf.
Yeah.
It's okay.
They had a whole will they, won't they vibe the whole movie.
It was gross. And they totally did at the end.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
No spoilers, sorry.
Yeah, it's all right. It's bound to happen at some point. I mean, it's gross because he's covered in blood and scabs the whole fucking movie.
He is drenched in blood. Like, he looked disgusting, and he hated himself and the blood that he was covered in.
Yeah, he looked like he smelled like a fucking outhouse.
And a zoo where they found him.
Right. Same difference, right?
Yeah.
Just a bunch of poop everywhere.
Yeah, that's fair.
Yeah.
And then they introduce a new character. Do you know who this new character is, Dustin?
Oh, God. Actually, okay, the song that is playing in the scene where we meet the Mad Hatter.
Yeah, it's so stupid.
That song is a banger, though. And I
don't even remember the song. All I remember is his stupid face and his stupid hat.
It's some female MC. And I think the lyrics make reference to the Mad Hatter.
Okay, I totally forgot, and then I just saw my notes, and I know what you're talking about. He was like listening to music, and he's in his own world. He's doing his thing. He's making tea.
Oblivious.
And then he like takes his headphones off, and I assume everyone else assumes it's just the soundtrack to the movie, but he takes one of his headphones off, and it's not. It's just in his headphones, and I love that.
That was the best scene in the whole movie, maybe.
Oh no, it was great because he like knocked some dude out with his teapot, and like
he didn't just knock him out; he beat the fuck out of him.
That's right, he totally did.
Yeah, there's a whole action sequence going on behind him that he's just oblivious to. And then as soon as he becomes aware, he just beats the fuck out of the guy.
You know what? I take it back. This movie's awesome. Okay, I take that back. That scene was so good. It was really well done, and I really liked it a lot.
Yes.
However, that character sucks.
He does.
He likes drugs, specifically psychedelics.
And he's another funny talking character. The funny talking characters are Bluebeard.
Yep.
Alice.
Yep.
Who is just, so fucking British and up her own ass.
Oh my God. Yep, you nailed it.
Yeah, we didn't really talk a lot about her.
Because I don't like her.
No.
She's too fucking... I'm British.
She said something at the beginning of the movie along the lines of, Sometimes I have 6 brilliant ideas before breakfast.
Ugh.
Like, fuck you.
Her whole thing was like, I read Let me try and say that again. I read books. Fuck you, lady.
I think the only book she reads is her own.
Oh, she's the worst. Anyway, so they're like, there was absolutely like the Mad Hatter as a character fucking sucked.
He was useless.
Thank you. They were like, oh, we'll just give him this one super special drug and then he'll tell us some stuff.
Yeah, that Alice dug out of her bra.
Yeah, she should be tripping if she
right?
Thank you. Touching her skin.
Which made me think that maybe she's an acid casualty herself. And like,
that's a good point.
Yeah, I mean, if she went through the looking glass and all that shit, you know, she was partying with the fucking Hatter somewhere, right?
That's how she knows him.
Yeah.
Back in the day.
Yeah, they used to
raves.
Yeah, doing all those party drugs.
Yup.
Snorting
all
mirror and whatnot.
Snorting mirror. All right, so she like has him do drugs and tell her stuff, and he tells her nothing. Like it's
I mean, he has like some sort of vision that's completely
it's
unexplained.
Yeah, like here's some random shit, and they're like, okay, let's not pay attention to that and do what we were doing already.
Yeah.
Why was this guy brought in?
And he's all like, you need the right attire for the party tonight.
He was gross.
Yeah, he was terrible. And he had like, is it just me, or did he have fucking mirror all over his face?
Yeah, no, he had glitter all over his fucking face.
Which was the same shit that the mirror powder was.
Oh, you're right.
Yeah.
Because I wrote that later on. The vial of mirror was just fucking glitter.
Oh, yeah. It was the thick cut stuff.
Yeah, it was the thick glitter. You can't snort that.
No.
It's going to get in your lungs and give you glitter lung. Is that a thing?
Wasn't that a glam band from the 70s?
My favorite. Yep. You know what? You tell me what happens next, because
I think I know this. So there's a part right around this point in the movie where Piper and Goldie are having a conversation, and Piper makes another one of his dickhead jokes about Tweedledum, and Goldie was like, come on, he just lost his fucking brother.
Right.
And he's like, yeah, you're right. So he goes and finds fucking Tweedledum for some reason, and he like makes some half-assed apology, but then Tweedledum hugs him for like ever. They cut scene. They go back to Alice and the fucking Mad Hatter, and they do some fucking, I don't know, I'm fucking wasted. And then 5 minutes later, they go back, and Tweedledum is still hugging the fuck out of Piper.
Oh, yeah.
And then he gets his ass shot the fuck up and plays Human Shield.
Yes, he does a Human Shield. He sees the guy, he sees the minion coming. He turns his back, so he would be the one that gets shot.
Yeah.
He wasn't the one that should have gotten shot.
No,
because who the fuck cares about a fucking Pied
Piper, who never actually has like a flute in the movie, but he does have a blowgun.
Yeah. No, yeah. Someone wrote that and was like, I am so fucking clever. No, no, you're not.
No.
It's not a flute. No, it's not. Nobody's going to your stupid blowgun.
Yeah, and he only uses it in like 2 scenes, so it's not even like it's a signature weapon.
Fuck Piper.
Fuck Piper.
Okay, so Alice talks to Death, and she's like, hey, I'll give you Rumpelstiltskin if you just like fuck off or whatever. And he's like, okay, cool. And then Death goes to Rumpelstiltskin, and he's like, hey, Alice just totally sold you out. You want to be my body, and I'll like be you or whatever.
And you can have the nether realm or the underworld. Yeah.
The underwear. Yeah.
Yeah.
And at this point I was like, where did Goldie and Bluebeard and all these other people go? Like they just disappeared for a while.
That happens.
Yeah. They were getting groceries. Anyone? right. Death one.
Bluebeard was off somewhere licking his blades.
So gross. I mean, that could have been a really cool, hot character, but he was just gross.
He was totally gross. He didn't seem like he was acting.
No. And his beard was barely blue. Like, I had to turn up the brightness on my computer to even realize, oh, it is actually blue, because at least bleach it. Come on.
Well, you know, they have that scene towards the beginning of the movie where they're like doing the lineup, and he's in there, and they're like, his name is Bluebeard for obvious reasons, and I'm like, why?
Yeah.
His beard is fucking black.
Yep, that's exactly what I was thinking.
And that was like the brightest lights in the whole fucking movie.
Yep, because it was a lineup, so they have to have bright lights or something.
Yeah. Bluebeard.
You keep saying that.
I know.
Wishful thinking.
Yeah, because I just wish he'd fly away.
So, Death and Rumpelstiltskin are talking, and Death is like, yo, let me be your body or whatever. And Rumpelstiltskin, I think he turns him down. At least that's what I wrote down. I don't remember. And then he goes to see the Queen of Hearts, and she bribes him with drug mirror. I guess. Did that happen?
The Queen of Hearts has the drug.
Yeah.
The mirror drug. That's sweet, thick cut.
Give me some of that chunky glitter to put in my lungs.
And she's like dumping it out, and he's freaking the fuck out because he's all strung out and going through withdrawal.
But then he fucking kills her. I did not expect that at all.
Me neither. And like some old song starts playing that you know they didn't have to pay any royalties on.
Absolutely. And I did not write that down, but that was my first thought. Oh, some whack ass 50s like bebop song that they did not have to pay anyone for. I get it.
Yep. So he fucking kills her. And I was really confused by that.
Yeah, because it was like not at all necessary.
It didn't seem like it.
Like he wasn't showing anyone that he was brave enough or smart enough or brutal enough. He just did it for no reason.
No, he was like a mover and shaker the whole time, like trying to play both sides of the coin. And all of a sudden he's fucking stabbing.
It made no sense.
It really didn't. I figured out why it happened at the end of the movie, but it still didn't make sense. And I
don't think I figured it out at the end of the movie.
Maybe I'll try to explain it when we get there.
Bluebeard kills the wolf. There's rope.
Wait, so when the queen dies, her spell over Bluebeard is broken.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah, so now he can just go on his fucking like perverted knife murdering spree.
Does that have anything to do with why he killed her?
No.
Okay, it was just stupid.
But yeah, so naturally, for some reason, Bluebeard goes after the big bad wolf because maybe he wants to fuck Goldie and he's jealous that the wolf is
question mark.
All the question marks.
Why would you pick Bluebeard to be on your team of renegade bad guys?
Why wouldn't you catch somebody like that and just fucking do them in?
Yes, thank you. They obviously are not going to help you, and he did not.
No.
Did he? No, he did nothing to help them.
No, zero. Like he killed some people when he was under the Queen's control, killed some of the minions.
Yeah, but even that was bullshit. Like, he probably would have done that anyway. Like,
probably.
It was all bullshit. Like, and without the Queen's power, what? This movie was stupid. I don't know if you're getting this from me, but this movie was stupid.
Oh no, I couldn't agree more. I don't know why I'm trying so hard to justify some of these points.
Because you're teaching me, and I really want to learn.
have definitely put way more thought into this movie than anybody actually involved with it. And I hate myself for it. I really fucking do.
No, I thank you for that, because it takes a lot of the stuff off of me, whatever that stuff may be.
After watching this movie, we'll call it The Stink.
The Stink Squad. Piper gets stabbed in the back.
Yeah.
I don't even know by who. I've forgotten. Was it Bluebeard or was it a minion?
God.
See? This movie is forgettable.
Yes.
I think it may have been Bluebeard, because at the same time, Alice locked herself in the jail cell so she wouldn't get stabbed.
Yes, and one of them has the scythe.
Already?
The Reaper's
scythe, yeah.
Yeah. It's in play. Oh. Did Carabosa,
yeah,
the witch, I think she may have stabbed Piper, because then she starts doing the ritual on him.
Oh, yeah.
To try to summon death.
Yeah. I think you're right. You're right. But again, I just watched this and I don't remember.
I mean, I'm only hours detached from viewing number 7.
And you've seen it like 20 times.
Yeah.
So why does Death want Rumpelstiltskin's body so fucking bad? There's like...
Because it's fucking hot, yo.
Oh, that's fair.
That's not it.
No. But he has so many minions. He could have taken so many bodies and been like, hey, you're my minion. You are going to be my body now, and you're going to go live in the underworld or whatever souls do in this world. There's no reason for Rumpelstiltskin to be involved in any of this bullshit whatsoever.
There really isn't. There really fucking isn't. Except that I think that it's explained early on that he did something to piss Death off. And so Death kind of has it out for him, but then is trying to get in cahoots with him by the end. And
but why though?
I don't know. Who fucking knows? Something with the goddamn mirror.
And the scythe and the bullshit.
Yeah. So we have like a lot of people dying at this point.
Yeah. But Piper won't.
Piper won't fucking die. And the witch puts on, I mean, you and I worked at a fucking Halloween store essentially together.
Hell yeah.
You know that you saw that cape that she was wearing a million times over.
Yep. I didn't even write that down because I was like, yeah.
Yeah. I didn't write it down either. No. It's just committed to memory.
Yep.
It's
Garden Party Warehouse.
Fucking scarred by that thing.
Yeah, that's where we worked. We worked at Garden Party Warehouse. Same difference. But Piper won't fucking die. Like, he got stabbed in the back. I assume a lot of organs got punctured there. And he's just like crawling and like, do this. And like, dude, just die. There's no reason for you to be alive
in real life.
Thank you. The actor that played you just die. No, I would never say that.
I'm just guessing that he wrote most of his dialogue and is actually that big of a dick in real life.
There's this, this goes into this fight scene that lasts forever and is so uninteresting. Nobody rips any arms off and slaps other people with it. It's just a generic fight scene. And I was just like, I don't care.
Yeah. None of the fights lasted more than like 2 moves.
But this one did, because it was like a battle royale of like everyone that was still alive and some minions, I guess.
It was, but none of the confrontations, it was like punch, cut to the other one.
Yeah.
And then like people were defeated in like just a couple moves.
Yeah, well, that's how real life works. Don't you know that? And also this is fairy tale world, so buckle up, dude.
Well, I mean, as you know, I watch a lot of pro wrestling, so
yes,
I have high expectations for my choreographed fights.
Why? That doesn't really correlate in my mind. Oh, the look you gave me, daggers.
Don't you talk bad about my wrestling.
You didn't know. So now Rumpelstiltskin finally gets his vial of mirror chunks.
Mm-hmm.
And he's handcuffed, I guess. I don't remember. I don't. And he like crushes the vial in his hand, so the vial cuts his hand, and the mirror drug goes into his bloodstream, I assume. So now he's got magic again? Question mark.
Yeah, I guess so. I guess that's how mirror drug works. I mean, I don't know. Would that work with Coke? Like, I mean, you can rub it on your gums, but if you have a cut on your hand and you touch some Coke, do you get high off
yeah.
of it?
Didn't what's her name like have it blown up her ass at some point?
Yeah, there's the ass factor with Coke. I mean, forget about that.
If it can go up your ass and you feel it, you got to feel it from blood, I would think.
Yeah.
If you need to know anything about drugs, just let me know. I wonder what Rump got out of the deal. Was a line that was said, and I don't know by who. I just wrote it down, and I still don't know what it means. Ooh, geez. We're at the end here, and I'm just like slogging. This is a slog, this movie.
Oh, God, yeah, it is. I only actually saw the movie end like 2 or 3 times. Actually, when I was watching it yesterday,
yeah,
I was hotspotting my phone to my Roku.
Nice.
And for some reason, it cut off in the last 5 minutes, and I was like,
devastated.
Oh well.
Anyway,
Yeah, I just decided to go on with my life, and
Good for you.
remembered that I had better shit to do. So at one point, Bluebeard throws a knife at Goldie, and the wolf
blocks it because he's
human
the Hulk
shield,
and she's Natasha.
Yeah, we forgot to mention the fact that she kissed him and then slapped him at one point too.
Yeah, I don't even remember like why that happened.
Because he was freaking out because Bluebeard stabbed him in the side. And then he was just filled with unbridled rage. And she's like, I can't stop.
She's like, you know what you need to stop that with? Horniness. Here's a peck on the cheek and a slap because I know what you're into.
Nah, she kissed his big fucking nasty teeth.
Specifically, that's all she kissed.
As a quick aside, can we just really talk really quickly about how Death was so not sexually interested in the witch the entire movie?
Oh yeah, he could care less.
Oh God, I mean, he was repulsed by her.
Yeah.
And she was like wrapping her legs around him and crawling on top of him, ass out. And like, I mean,
licking every inch of him.
Yes. Yep. And he was like, you're fucking disgusting.
Yeah, I mean, fair. She was. I don't think that makes him gay if that's what you're trying to say.
No, I'm not. I still kind of find her to be the most attractive female in this movie.
That's also fair. And I agree.
So yeah, back to the climax, if you can call it that. I don't really remember how the witch gets taken down.
Nope, no idea.
I've completely fucking...
She just stops existing as far as I'm concerned because I have no idea whatsoever what happened to her.
I don't really know what happens to Death. Did he get murdered?
Oh, I know. They were going to shake hands. Him and Rumpelstiltskins were going to shake hands. And then he whispered into Alice's ear and we're like, ooh, what'd he say? And they didn't say. And then he shook Death's hand and they blew up and everyone's like, what just happened? And Alice was like, he told me to blow him up as soon as they shook hands.
No, that was the witch.
No, it wasn't. What are you talking about?
It was the witch that he blew up at the end of the movie.
Nope, it was Death.
Are you sure about that?
I'm positive because they were like, deal done. I'm going to be Death and you're going to have my body. Deal, shaking, blow up.
I thought they shook on it earlier in the movie.
Nope. You're wrong. And you've seen this movie way more than I have.
Yeah, it's all just a blur though.
I know. It's fuzzy.
God.
Yeah.
This movie really hurt me.
It now takes space in your brain.
It does. It moved out a lot of good memories, I think.
What was your 8th birthday party like?
Oh, God.
Oh, no, it's gone!
It's in the ether now, man.
Oh, so they blew up stuff, but doing that made everybody come alive, I guess?
So here's what happened.
Okay, do tell.
Rumpy, as he's so lovingly referred to,
by you,
took over the underworld. And because
he did?
Yes. He now runs the underworld, and the reason he killed the Queen of Hearts was so that he could rule the underworld with her.
Gross.
And he returned everybody's souls that he liked. Apparently he didn't like Tweedledee because he didn't come back into the picture.
No, I think he did.
But Tweedledum did. But only one of them showed up at the end. So I guess Tweedledum
There's only
still
one
is
actor, so
down
just
a brother.
slow down there, okay, buddy? But
maybe he was waking up in the morgue. I can't get out, and it's cold in here.
Hate it.
Oh, and Rumpy says something to Alice like,
I hate that
maybe you can start your own Sinister Squad. And they said the name of the movie in the movie.
Oh my God! Ding, 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 ding. But the last shot of the movie, so gross. He was in hell, the underworld, with the Queen of Hearts playing what I assume is the same gross public domain 50s doo-wop bullshit song. And I was like,
yeah. And she's got blonde hair for some reason in the underworld.
Because blondes have more fun, maybe?
Maybe.
What?
Look out. Recurring theme.
But they're together again. And so I guess that makes sense that she killed her. But
it was all part of the plan.
He doesn't seem smart enough to have that plan, though.
Yeah, I mean, he's like a street urchin. Like,
I'm not smart enough to follow his plan.
Rumpelstiltskin in the first Avengers Grimm was like smart and handsome and diabolical.
So
it was the dude from Starship Troopers.
I didn't even connect that.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, it was the main guy from Starship Troopers.
Wow. Because I was like, dang, Rumpelstiltskin is way too hot to be Rumpelstiltskin in Avengers Grimm. Not this movie.
Yes.
This movie, I'm not going to say, like, whatever. He just wasn't super hot. Like, he wasn't like... I'm trying not to dig myself in a hole here. He just wasn't conventionally Hollywood super duper hot guy. He was just a guy.
No, yeah. He was like an extra on Law and Order SVU or something.
Yep.
Like
packing boxes into a moving truck.
Yeah.
As John Mulaney does. What? All right, never mind.
Packing boxes into a moving truck because he got evicted again.
What? Yeah, I saw her around.
I know that character so well. I was talking about his real life, though.
Oh, okay, that's fair.
Yeah.
That's fair.
I get the feeling that that his Hollywood dreams have not come to fruition.
That's sad.
But I mean, he's an asylum actor, so that's something.
And you know
right?
what? He
Steady
did
work.
that role exactly how it needed to be played.
He did. He saw the preview for Suicide Squad, and
he saw the trailer.
He saw what Jared Leto was doing with the Joker.
He's like,
and
I
he
got
went
it.
for it. Yep.
I'm there.
And the fact is that Suicide Squad didn't come out until after Sinister Squad.
Are you kidding me?
Yeah,
like
no,
how
there's
much
another-
longer?
I'm sure that it was right down to the wire.
Like a week.
A week or two, yeah. Get that Blockbuster video. Fucking.
No, it's all Redbox.
Oh, Redbox. Yeah, I guess you're right. At that point, they're just ahead of the curve on those blockbusters.
They are. They know what they're doing.
Yeah.
Have you seen Planet Dune?
No, I have not, but I did listen to the episode.
So, what it is?
Is that a new one? Is that
Yeah. It
Okay,
came
just
out
came
like
out?
yeah, like the first week in November.
Wow.
Yeah.
Go figure.
Right? That's weird how that
Because I
happened.
think Dune came out, like around the 15th or so.
Yeah. No, they were like, "Fuck you guys. We're ahead of you guys.
We're gonna make our own Dune,
and you're not invited. And we're gonna have blackjack and hookers." Dustin, do you have another title for this movie?
I've got a few.
Oh yeah, because I don't have any because I was tired.
All right. So I'm going to run them down. I've got exactly 6 here.
Holy cow.
They all came to me this morning while watching it. I went to bed last night like, what are they going to be? And then this morning I was like, bam, bam, bam. Now, most of them are just fucking alternate takes on characters' names. So I'm going to read them starting at the bottom and to the top. Because I think
it's going to be like a top 5 list?
It's
the
top
best
6.
of the best?
Yeah. The 5 runner-ups. Rumpled Foreskin.
Now, you're just having fun with it now.
Piper at the Gates of Yawn. Through the Licking Ass.
You're an asshole.
Alice in Wonderbra. Hardly Quinn. And the winner is, can we get a drum roll? Suicide Watch.
All very valid.
Yeah.
And I appreciate that you did my work for me because I did not I watched the movie. That was enough. Do you have a favorite line from the movie?
I do.
Just like the wink and the nod you just gave me means I am in for it.
It was missing the blinkle, blinkle, wee, wee, beak, beak. But it was there. It was there in spirit.
I gotta download that on my phone so I can do that whenever I blink because I cannot wink.
Okay, so it's a scene where Karabos and Death are speaking.
Yeah.
And Karabos is doing the most. And she's like, I brought you a gift. Not what you seek, but who you seek. And Death looks at her and he goes, you need to seek a mint.
I told you Death was the best character in this movie.
For that line, he definitely fucking is.
I love Death.
Yeah. God, now I got to try to get those memories back that this displaced in my brain.
They're gone. Just say goodbye. Dustin, do you have anything to promote?
I do, I guess.
You totally do. Just drop
yeah.
it. Come on.
So, well, first of all, as your listeners may not know, I designed your new graphic.
You did what?
I did a drawing for Tressa.
I love it so much. It's my favorite thing ever, and I show everyone, and they hate me for it because I won't shut up about it.
I love that. So, as many people can relate, the pandemic's been hard, and I lost my job back in April of last year. And I decided not to go back to work in an office and try to make my money off my arts. So that's what I'm doing right now. And I guess if I were to promote anything, it would be my Instagram. TEEVEEI_art.
Well done.
So it reads TVI.
And this will all be in the show notes. And
Fantastic.
you should go check it out because it's great. It's
I
so
need
much
followers. Fun. I need commissions.
Commission him. He's fantastic.
I do physical art as well as digital. Hit me up.
Do it, you guys. You won't be sorry. Dustin, such a pleasure. And I really am so sorry about this. You picked it. So
no, you picked it actually. I wanted to do Avengers Grimm, but it was taken.
Yeah, so screw you.
Yeah,
but
and you suggested this one, and I just went with it.
But I did not tell you to watch it 7 times. So
I'm a mark for superhero movies. I am not a mark for this movie.
Same. Thank you for joining me. It was a pleasure.
Thank you for having me, Tressa. Hopefully we can do it again.
Yes, absolutely. Thanks for listening, everybody. Bye. Thanks for joining us this week on The Asylum Case Studies. Special thanks to artist and professional wrestling enthusiast Dustin Mertz, and to a very handsome and talented Andy Slater, our mixer and engineer extraordinaire. Make sure to visit us at asylumpod.com, where you can subscribe to the show on all the platforms so you'll never miss a case study. While you're at it, if you found any bit of enjoyment in the show, we'd appreciate a rating on iTunes. Or if you'd simply tell a friend about the show, that would help too. Unless you're going to be a dick, then no thank you. So until next time, I'm Tressa